Atlanta, NYC.
So we're with Karine, the brand ambassador for Southern California with Leblon Cachaça, and she's going to show us how to make a cocktail.
So now we're going to make a pineapple caipirinha.
Okay. So you still call them caipirinhas even though they're not?
Yes, pineapple caipirinha, use pineapple. Mango.
But if you just say caipirinha, that's the lime and sugar.
It's the classic, yes.
Okay. You call it classic in Brazil?
No, you just say caipirinha.
You just say
traditional.
Right.
Yes. If you say caipirinha, it's just like.
That's what you're going to get.
And if you want a passion fruit caipirinha, you say passion fruit caipirinha.
Okay.
This one is pineapple. So we put some chunks of pineapple and one piece of lime.
Okay.
Yes.
You don't squeeze the lime, I noticed before.
No, we don't squeeze the lime in
just
Brazil.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
we just muddle the lime.
And
I'm going to put a little bit less sugar because the pineapple is already sweet. Then you do the same thing. You muddle the fruit and with the sugar.
I imagine everybody in Brazil has their own favorite muddler. And they're handed down from person to person, or maybe when you're... How old were you when you got your first muddler?
I think I was born with a muddler. I don't even remember. I always my house had always had muddlers.
And they were made from hardwoods?
Yes, from hardwood, and have the white ones. I think it's marble.
Right, marble.
Yes, marble.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
The stone ones. Right.
Yes, these are very good because they're light and they're easy to clean. It's very.
Can you get these on your website? I was looking at it the other evening, and I think you can get the muddler as a free gift on your website.
Yes, Jerry. Can we?
Yeah, a number of board members went online
there's
and ordered them, or asked for them, and they'd send it for shipping. So
yeah.
Some grocery store, we have a special package. It comes with the muddler,
Nice.
like this.
can I pour this in there?
Oh yes.
This was my first taste, and I don't want to waste it. And I like your choice of glass, a nice big glass.
Yes, these are the perfect glass for caipirinhas, rocks glass.
Yeah, I see a lot of people using a tall, thin glass, and to me it's very difficult to muddle in that tall glass.
And you just mix a little bit. How do you say?
Here we go. Oh,
Saúde.
Yeah.
Another one. Pineapple? Another pineapple?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Oh, it's
See, how can we
completely
help
different.
this?
But the Leblon has this. I just feel like I'm running through the cane fields. I get this
Yeah,
green
you
feel.
smell it.
I feel like I'm running through the cane fields because when we were little, we would go to Cuba, and we would go and have fresh sugar cane and watch the cane being cut and moved into the rum facilities there. So this is very reminiscent of that fresh, beautiful smell that really brings me back to being a little girl.
Now, years ago, they fired or burned most of the cane fields in the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, Cuba. They're getting away from that, and the reason that was done back then was to get rid of the rats and the snakes. Made it a lot easier for the manual cane cutter, for the men that went out and cut cane. It also burned the leaves, and the leaves are quite sharp. I'm sure you've had a paper cut. Well, you know how painful that is. Well, in a cutting cane, you would have cuts all over your arms and your legs and your face. If you burn it, it's much dirtier, but it gets rid of the snakes and makes it easier to cut for the men. Today, most of the cane around the world, more and more every year, of the cane is being cut with machines, and it allows them to do a little bit better production, much higher production. They can get it. They can time their cutting to the sugar factory, but it also is much more environmentally friendly. When you burn a cane field, it's very hot, it's very intense fire, but it's very quick moving. And you can burn 100 acres in a night easily, but you will end up taking all that soot and ash very, very high in the air, and I've had it come down on my boat 12, 15 miles away from where they're burning cane on the windward side of an island. And it comes down in pieces several inches long, those spirals.
Sounds like New York in the old days.
New York in the modern, excuse me. Now the buses have really cleaned up in New York. But the ash comes down and makes a mess. And makes a mess on laundry. And years ago people weren't using as much air conditioning. And if you don't have the windows closed, or even if you've got screens, it comes down on the screen and then it's a mess to clean. It's also very bad for your health. So more and more they're getting away from that. And the last time I was talking to Giles, he said that more and more, even in Brazil, they're doing machine cutting and much less burning. You gonna make one for yourself?
Okay, of course, I love to make.
So tell me about this.
Oh, I love figs. These are California figs, valley fig growers. I adore figs, and dried figs with cheese and with cocktails. I think it's just stunning. So I love them, and they're very healthy. They're meaty. They fill you up, and they give you all the vitamins, and also give you some fiber. So it's a little healthy in-between thing as you're enjoying your cocktails.
Brisket would be good. Ron James, I agree with you. Brisket would be very good. Oh, pork tenderloin would go well.
With the blonde.
Alberta beef. Oh yeah, well, I can't wait to get up there.
Arctic Wolf's in Canada.
Yeah, Arctic Wolf is in, I want to say Edmonton. Yes, he's in Edmonton. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time reading this. I'm about 15 feet away from the computer screen, the monitor. So I'm having to
At least you can
try to read
read
it from a
some.
distance.
I cannot read anything.
You're amazing.
very
Scary.
It doesn't do the chat.
Well, I have not had this next cheese with the pineapple because I've never made a pineapple caipirinha with Leblon. So maybe we should try it. This is a unique cheese in the world. It's called Bellavitano. It's by a Italian family, the Sartori family, who brought many of their recipes for their Italian cheeses over to Wisconsin, where they're made. And it's not a cheddar, it's not a parm, it's its own thing. And this one, you'll see the rind is a little bit reddish, pinkish. It's raspberry Bach beer. It's soaked in it. And when I did it with the Leblon, actually I did a little straight. Oh, I did a little straight. I did it with the Leblon, and it was stunning just straight. And then I made the cocktail, and I just fell in love with this. So I don't know what it's going to be like with the pineapple, but I'm assuming we'll have a blast. So
And I see when you break it, it's like marbled.
yes, because it's a little